goody twos. Yeah, I don't care. This is not for you. It's for me. I like being a zombie. I'm not like an asshole zombie though. I'm not eating people. I'm not a sodomite. You know, it is what it is. It, I feel more comfortable like this. I got some layers on. I probably actually don't even need the jacket. Probably could have went with a lighter jacket. It's really weird weather out here. It's like if we get wind, I mean, it's probably like 38 degrees, maybe 40, 38, 40. But if that wind picks up, it's going to drop to like 20. So, I mean, it depends on the wind. We got a full pack cigar, a very dense cigar. It's really a short Robusto. It's really a Rothschild, but they're calling it Robusto. There's no way it's 5 inches. That's what she said. It's a nice band. It's one of the better looking Camachos as far as the banding. And it's got Camacho and it's got a red triangle. It's got that going on for it. And it's got all that going for it. Camacho Coyolar. Coyolar. Apparently this came out originally from the original Camacho before Davidoff bought it, and like exactly 20 years ago this blend came out. And then I don't know when Camacho was bought by Davidoff, and you know, etc. I don't know where my good cutter is. And my good cutter, I mean better than this piece of shit, but it'll do. I think I brought matches today. I think I did. Nice. I don't know if this is a cigar that anyone cares about. And one match in here. Can I toast this thing up in one match? That's part of the. I'll do it in two. It's a small cigar. Part of the ritual is enjoying the whole experience. Buying a cigar, and then when you smoke a cigar that night, choosing what you are going to smoke for that evening. If you're going to take it out of the cellophane for a little bit, let it breathe. You know, what time are you going to smoke it? Outside? You're going to be inside somewhere with the windows open, hopefully. All these things are up to you. See, life might decide about traffic and stress, all these things it tries to give you. But you could decide on the cigar, when, how fast or how slow to smoke it. If you're going to pair it with anything, water, alcohol, fresh fruits, cheese and crackers, champagne, whatever. A movie, maybe a comedy, maybe stand-up comedy. Maybe just artistic music, something beautiful. I'll say this, though, and I've never done this. Don't smoke cigars and watch pornography. I don't recommend watching pornography, and there's nothing wrong with a beautiful woman. The problem is watching other people bang themselves. It's degenerate, because in a way it's like, you're like, oh yeah, that's not you. So, and then it just desensitizes you, and it's a dark thing. Chocho's supposed to be fun. Go out there and go get some real chocho. Get some real chocho. Guys are just at home. Yeah. And not to judge men at all, because you know, for some guys that's their only option. Women aren't in that same world. I don't care if you find a 400-pound, tremendously fat, 4'10" woman. She's had 3 or 4 kids, and she's got, you know, men on the side. I mean, they don't live in the same reality. Can't stress it enough. Nice sweetness on the cold draw. And it's not that you're tasting the tobacco from touch. You're tasting the air going through the tobacco. a cigar, whether you're puffing on it with no fire or puffing on it with fire, obviously, the cigar itself is acting as a filter. And what does a cigar filter out? Glad you asked. Bullshit. Stress. You have that cigar, it's that magical moment. Everything is all right. Strange evening. Not even Caleb. Did everyone die? I think everyone died. No one's around. What are you going to do? Well, that's some thick tobacco. I'm going to need one more match. This is some hearty tobacco. And it's not extremely wet. I got the band sliding. It's a Hondo Puro. I'm going to need another match. Initial impression is 3/4 strength. Quite spicy. It's got a nice vibe to it, though. Honduran cigars, you're going to love or hate. And I mean that. If you ask me, like, what country, especially when it comes to puros, like, what countries really, Honduran tobacco is really different. And I think it's an acquired taste. It doesn't mean you have to only smoke Honduran. Oh, man, I love high-end Dominican cigars. Fuente. Some Davidoffs. And not just because where the country's rural, but the tobacco they use in it. I fuck with a lot of Nicaraguan cigars, AJ, Aganorsa, etc. Steve Saka, Joy de Nicaragua. This is very enjoyable. It's very enjoyable. I think it's different for the Camacho line. It definitely tastes more expensive, per se, compared to the regular red, blue, yellow line, orange line. You know what I'm talking about? Similar as far as when you go to the broadleaf in the Nicaragua. Though the broadleaf, even though they're around the same, the original line, there's nothing wrong with them, but that's like their mid-tier stuff. The broadleaf is a step up, and so is this. And so would be the Camacho Chip Maduro. Camacho Chip Maduro still has a solid following. Camacho Chip Maduro is a great time. Now, I'm a little tired today. I have my reasons, and I'm not going to go into it. And no, I'm not drinking. I'm a little tired today. Yeah. We got some robots here. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not in the mood for robots, so just there's times where like the robots are fun. Richie's cranky tonight. I'm tired, so if you're a robot and you check in, you're getting deleted. What's up, Break the Chains? What's up, brother? Sacco, how's your balls? It's a nice cigar. Like I said, I pre-warned everyone, Richie's not his normal self. Something happened yesterday that wasn't a bad thing. But I chose to do something yesterday that required more than normal energy. And so Today, now I am paying for that, and it was worth it. I'm not bitching. I'm just describing why I'm not my. I'm a little more less animated. I really shouldn't say I'm apologizing. I like good communication. I like pre-warning. Like, hey, look, just so you know, fucking. Today, it's a little less insulation on the electrical wire, okay? So could we just please, you get what I'm trying to say? Finish is quite long. It's kind of a funky cigar. This is a complex cigar. It's quite different. I think PG might like it. In some ways, this cigar reminds me a little bit of Aladino, like the Aladino Corojo Reserva. And I'm being dead serious. Now, here's the crazy thing. Aladino, I believe, is owned by the family that used to own the original Camacho. And Camacho was bought by Davidoff. And this cigar, the Coyolar, was grown in the same 15-acre plot that Camacho used to originally use when Camacho was making Camacho before they sold it to Davidoff. Kind of interesting. And ironically, this cigar kind of reminds me of the Aladino Corojo Reserva. This is a very good cigar. I got nothing bad to say about this cigar. I think it's actually quite sophisticated. It's quite strong. It's a heavy medium full. The flavor's tingling, spicy. There is a little bit of sweetness. It's like a funky dark fruit sweetness. So I'll take it. Funky dark fruit sweetness, a good amount of savory spice, like black pepper and some other kind of spices, like not just like pepper, but like I don't know how else to explain it. Like I'm just gonna call some people might say baking spices. I don't really bake, so maybe savory spices. I don't know. Yeah, we're a solid medium full, quite strong. Burning kind of average right now. Finished long, kind of woodsy too. There's a lot going on this cigar. How did we miss the cigar? I mean, I guess the cigar's it's been being made. It has been. Camacho has been making this cigar since 2018. New Camacho, or an old Camacho made in 2005. It's got a nice tangy sweetness, dark fruit sweetness. Got a nice amount of black pepper and savory spices. Not exactly an earthy cigar. Long, heavy finish. 75% darkness. And I would say it's pretty thick, heavy, oily tobacco. That's burning quite slow. But clearly, by the amount of people here, nobody cares about this cigar, or I think Camacho. I will say this, that I think Camacho has lost touch with, even though they're selling cigars, but they lost touch with the crowd, with the fans. Is there even people that like follow Camacho? Or like what's like it really like overall like Camacho hasn't come out with a lot of new cigars. Especially, I'm not talking about limited edition. I'm talking about like for the regular lineup. Camacho for years, in fact, they've taken away cigars. For years, Camacho has given us the red, the blue, the black, in the yellow. Like, for how many years? Yeah, they made the broadleaf about 5 years ago in Nicaragua. But how many years? They took away all the rum ones. They took away all the barrel aging ones. And they took away a lot of other stuff. There used to be a lot of like higher end Camachos. They used to come in like tubes, like those metal tubes shaped like triangles and shit like that. The Camacho 1962 pre-embargo. They had some nicer stuff. And it's almost like it's all gone. I'm going to say this, Camacho where it is now as a whole brand, they're a shell of what they used to be, even within Davidoff. It's a smaller portfolio. Although like that new Camacho was a banger. That's a limited edition. And I'm just saying, but as far as the brand, that's not going to help the brand out. It's a limited edition. Even if you love it, you're never going to see it again. That's that. So that when you make a limited edition that's so fantastic, that pisses me off because that's it. It's done. It's never going to happen again. So it is what it is. I think this cigar, if you're just looking, if your only parameter is a heavy, medium, full, and three-quarter darkness, you're going to like this cigar. But this is Honduran, and the tobacco in the region they grew this in is leading to the cigar to be slightly different. Kind of funky. Not exactly dark charred wood, but not exactly dry cedar. Somewhere semi-charred wood. It sounds like semi-charm like do 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 do. The face is cold. Smoke a crystal meth till you break. I want something else to get me through this semi-charmed time of life, baby, baby. I want something else. That whole song was actually about smoking crystal meth. You can look it up. Do 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 do. Solid song though. Definitely representing the late '90s. I like the Coyolar. I like this size too. I don't know if I would like this in a Gordo. Maybe I would. I don't know. Very slow burning. Not as dark, not as heavy or strong as the Camacho Trip Maduro, but it's definitely more balanced than the Camacho Trip Maduro. I like it. I think anyone that likes strong cigars, but within reason, a reasonable strong cigar, a cigar that's got some fortitude, it's got some balls, but it's the cigar's thinking about tomorrow as well. When you get cigars that tomorrow doesn't matter. Like if I had a cigar company, I would make phrases as a name instead of like one word. Oh, yeah, why don't you smoke a tomorrow doesn't matter Toro? Because if you smoke a tomorrow doesn't matter Toro, you're gonna be calling off work. You're gonna blow out your chocha. You're gonna have to go sit in a cold shower. Hold that smoke and then releasing it. This is an interesting vibe. Maybe it's a little gem. This Coyolar Robusto. Strong, heavy, dark sweetness, but not too. That semi-charred wood is the semi-charred wood and the dark fruit and a good amount of black pepper spice. No red pepper or green pepper though. Kind of a long, heavy finish. Kind of oily, buttery. Extremely slow burning, which might bother you or whatever. So don't try to smoke this thing fast. It wants to move slow. I like the presence that the cigar has. The chains. What's up, brother? You said, yeah, that was a 2025. Oh, the new one? Yeah. Yeah, I don't lie. And like I said, tonight I'm recovering. And I wasn't even drinking yesterday. But yesterday drained me. I'll leave it at that. I'm paying for it. Richie's recovering. Hi, my name is Richie, and I have a problem. Hi, Richie. Why don't you tell us about your problem, Richie? I like to go on adventures. You see, that's how I stay young. I'm going to be 42 in exactly 2 weeks. I'm 2 weeks away. My balls are going to be 42 in 2 weeks. December 17th. Now, I count the womb, so I'm already 42. Because a pregnant woman is +1. Twins, +2. A woman is with child when she's pregnant, right? So if a woman is with, if someone's pregnant, they say, well, we used to. When society used to know what a woman was and a man was, and what marriage was, and where a job meant something, and people could afford life and make plans and vacations, and people generally stayed married together. All that's over. The TikTok, the Facebook, the messaging. Everyone thought they could do whatever they want. Everyone got the power of God, communicate with the world. And what did they do? You got women fucking 20 guys in a fucking weekend. They got these girls going on these spring break. One girl was like, "Oh, how many guys you fucked this weekend? This weekend? 12. Only 12? How do you fuck 12 new people in a weekend?" And my God, damaged Jojo. I mean, when I was younger, you know, like, I remember, like, it wasn't that crazy in the 1990s where, like, even most parents would be like, you better go get married if you love this girl. You don't want to get her pregnant. You better go get married. Or, you know, don't be sleeping around before you get married. You might catch the drip. Now, like, that seems like a sacred time where it's like, hey, try to only sleep with 2 people before you get married. And then go get married and settle down. No, people now are fucking like 18-year-old girls are on OnlyFans doing gangbangs, 50 guy gangbangs. One girl did 100 guy gangbangs in her ass, and she broke her asshole. And then she did a post recap like ESPN in the hospital. She's like, guys, just want to let you know, totally worth it. I'm glad all the money I made. But, however, though, I'm going to need some stitches and surgery. And I did break my anal gland. So she fucking broke her ass. 100 guys in a night in your ass? Not even 50-50. She broke it. And let me tell you something. When you break your asshole, it's asshole. Now, it's not even a hole. It's not even an asshole no more. It's an ass cave. You don't want an ass cave. I've heard stories of men that are into the sodomite lifestyle talking about how they have to wear tampons up their ass because they leak. Because their back choke is broken. Now, at a certain point, your sphincter is gone. And not only should it be exit only, you need to eat prunes every day. When you eat prunes every day, you clear yourself out. Eat like 5 to 6 prunes every morning. Well, whatever amount you were going to shit, you're going to shit a lot more. clear yourself out. And what that's going to do is put less stress on your body, and then you'll be able to recover in other things. Because when you eat food, the main priority is your body. It's a foreign entity. We need food to survive, but your body has to break it down. You can't eat a steak and go, well, we'll digest it in a week. We'll digest it in a year. You're going to die from bacteria. Your body has to break it down. So you understand what I'm saying, though? And most people are not eating enough fruits and vegetables. Eat 6 prunes every morning. You're going to clear that shit out. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. And you'll get less sick, likely, in general, because your body's clearing out old stuff. It's like a spring cleaning. Blow it out. You know, I'm telling you, why? There's a reason why they're giving you commercials for medicine every day. Why don't once in a while they're like, hey, just so you know, you should probably eat 6 prunes a day. They can show you medicine commercials and tell you there's 48 different side effects. Might include suicide. Might include hallucinations. Might include a limp dick. But eat some prunes every day? Oh, no commercials for that. We can't recommend eating prunes. God gave us fruit for a reason. It's delicious. You need to eat prunes. I can't stress it enough. Eat some prunes, guys, every day. Eat some prunes. Anyone you ever met that's a real asshole, I guarantee they're backed up. They legitimately are backed up at old shit, and that's why they're just angry. Because they have, like, the food from 2 weeks ago still in their stomach. You gotta clear out. Clear it out. Purge. I like this cigar. It's not a godlike cigar. I don't even think it's amazing. And therefore it's not. If it was amazing, I would know. I would tell you. But I think it's quite enjoyable. I think it's very good. So I think it's a 4.6. Not godlike, not amazing, but definitely enjoyable. And definitely no complaints. No complaints about the construction. No complaints. In fact, I'm enjoying the flavor. It's just not amazing. That's okay. It's very good. Very good is like, I'm content. I don't need any more. If it was, even better. So amazing is like, oh man, you were doing too much. The godlike is like, I could die right now. Thank you, God, for this cigar. Appreciate it. And say no more. Yeah, I like the flavor. But still nobody cares. Nobody cares about Camacho. Camacho used to be in touch. You know, making the Camacho Power Stroke. The Power Stroke was solid. The Power Stroke, the 2 bourbon barrel, the American bourbon and Nicaraguan bourbon barrel, or no, rum was rum, yeah. Nicaraguan rum barrels and American bourbon barrels. Those were fucking fun cigars. Those were fun, and they ruined that brand. Let me tell you something. The Camacho American bourbon. And it was like a lighter band, like yellow or something. And then the bourbon barrel and the rum barrel Nicaraguans, bangers. I will say this for a short Robusto, you're going to get Robusto time. It is burning slow. He's slow as fuck. I'm going to drink some more agua. Oh, it's good to drink some water. Yeah, so somebody did ask in the channel my opinion on the cigar, and I remember not hating it. I remember I had smoked it before, but it's been a long time, so I'm glad we're recapping on this. It's a 4.6. It's enjoyable, and I think it's a solid, very good cigar. Nothing bad to say about it. It's not going to blow out your chocha. It'd be amazing, but it's definitely I could recommend it. I will say this, though, and I'm glad I let the cigar out for about 2 days. Just no humidor. It's got thick tobacco on this. So if you do have it in your humidor, you might want to take it out of the cellophane and leave it on the table for a couple hours, or preferably overnight. Let it shed some moisture, because this is some thick tobacco. It's got like a nice dark syrupy sweetness to it. That dark fruit, semi-charred wood, a mix between dark cedar or light charred wood, somewhere like that. Long, heavy, oily, buttery kind of vibe. I have more good things to say about than bad. I mean, bad, what can I say really about it? Price point, I think, was like $9 for a Robusto at a lounge. Not the internet, you can go, the internet, go on Cigar Page, you'll get a better deal. It's a solid medium full, 75% darkness. No complaints. It's enjoyable. So that's the Camacho Coyolar. I'll retouch up as far as coming back to it, and I can recommend it. My name is Richie, and I wash my balls twice a day. I'll see you around. You stay fresh, and don't do drugs.